Hey everyone, welcome back to The Socially Distant Lawyer. I'm Mitch Hayes.
And I'm Greg Vinogradsky.
And on today's episode, we're going to continue to talk about jury trials. Now, we've talked about jury trials before and how they were affected based on the pandemic. Today's episode, we want to focus on the administrative order that was just handed down in the state of New Jersey. Specifically how it's focusing on pilot programs in various counties throughout the state.
That's right, and one of these things mentioned in the order is going to be pre-screening of jurors. So the voir dire process is going to be very different. It's going to be probably via Zoom or some other kind of remote communication where a potential juror would have to log in and be questioned by the attorney. So this raises obvious issues, the demographic that has access to that type of remote communication, and whether the age or the means of being able to afford that type of access is going to cause an issue as far as skewing the jury pool. This plus they're going to be exempting people that are susceptible to COVID, people that have pre-existing conditions or of a certain age group may not have to actually be part of the jury process. And so all of this, there's obviously some case law that's coming up now that's going to be addressing some of these possible issues.
Right, so there's one of the initial pilot cases out of Bergen County is now on appeal. The case didn't start, it was preempted by motion practice, and that was because of the constitutional issues that were raised based on this digital divide. So right now the jury pool is going to be skewed, like Greg was talking about, because there's susceptible people in the jury pool, and that way a defendant is not going to get potentially a jury of its peers. It's only going to be able to get a jury of people who are able to log on remotely and are able to use Zoom and Teams and are able to participate that way, as opposed to going down to the courthouse and being interviewed by the court and by the attorneys. So a constitutional issue is raised. Right now it's on appeal. We don't know what the outcome is, but there's other cases that are also tracking along that are going forward. So that's going to be interesting to see how those play out.
That's right. So the takeaways are, if you're going to be moving forward with a case and a trial, you want to lay out all of these issues with your opposing counsel and the judge and come to some kind of an agreement as to whether you can raise these later on. And the other is going to be jury verdict research for your client. Is going to be evaluating a case in a particular venue and determining whether the skewed jury pool is going to affect the ultimate verdict and the ultimate possible settlement value of the case.
So there's been lots of issues that has been raised by COVID, by this pandemic. Jury trials resumption is definitely one of the big ones. We'll be sure to keep you updated as more cases come in, more opinions come down, and make sure you check us out on all of our social media channels. And until next time, take care.